We humble residents of Earth are all too familiar with destructive weather. Tornadoes, hurricanes, hail the size of golf balls, even bizarre phenomena like fire tornadoes. But compared to much of the universe, we've got it pretty easy. In this video, we're going to go on a field trip to some of the most amazing and terrifying places in the universe, where death isn't just a possibility, it's the rule. Let's check out the best places in the universe to die a horrible death. The first stop on our journey is the tiny brown dwarf star Lumen 16b. Of course, size is relative on a cosmic scale. The small star is about the same size as Jupiter, though with considerably more mass. Lumen 16b is located just 6.5 light-years from our own Sun, making it the most convenient location on our list. With our current technology, it would only take us about 150,000 years to get there. Brown dwarf stars like Lumen 16b are interesting because they're not hot enough to burn with the intensity of a larger star like our Sun. That means they can develop weather patterns similar to those found on gas giants like Jupiter. For this thought experiment, we're going to assume we have some technology that allows us to land on the surface or hover in the atmosphere of our destinations. As we descend through the patchy clouds of Lumen 16b, we'll realize that this hellscape is a metal band's dream location for an album cover. The temperature reaches a searing 2,000 degrees Celsius, and those clouds we pass through don't shower the star with rain, but rather with molten iron. So if death by white-hot metal rain is your thing, Lumen 16b is the ideal vacation spot for you. Our next location is a bit of a trek, sitting a whopping 489 light-years from Earth. At first glance, the exoplanet Coro 7b seems like a decent spot to establish a human colony. It's rocky, about 5 times the mass of Earth, and just shy of twice the size. There are just a couple tiny problems. First and foremost, due to its proximity to its parent star, Coro 7b is probably covered almost entirely with lava. This discovery prompted the creation of a new category of exoplanets, given the terrifying name lava ocean planets. This hellish world is tidally locked to its star, meaning one side is permanently facing the star and the other is facing away. That means that the light side of the planet can reach temperatures up to 2200 degrees Celsius, while the dark side can plunge as low as -210. To make things worse, the temperature on the bright side is so intense it can vaporize rock. When this rock vapor is drawn up into the atmosphere, it condenses back into solid form and pelts the surface with blazing hot stones. If that's still not inhospitable enough for you, Coro 7b is regarded to be one of the most volcanically active exoplanets yet discovered. Gravitational tugs from one of its 2 sister planets cause rampant volcanism that far exceeds that of Jupiter's moon Io, which is riddled with over 400 active volcanoes. So if Lumen 16b was too tame for you, consider making Coro 7b your brutal death of choice. The third stop on our list is probably just upset we gave it the obnoxiously long name HD 189733b. For the sake of brevity, it'll be known as HD 18 for the rest of this video. HD 18 is located about 63 light-years away in the constellation Vulpecula. A weary traveler could be forgiven for thinking they had made it to Earth, as the planet is a friendly cobalt blue. Unfortunately for said traveler, it would be the last mistake they ever made. The weather on HD 18 is incredible and deadly. The temperature on this tidally locked gas giant can reach upwards of 1000 degrees Celsius. Not as scorching as our previous destinations, but still hot enough to kill just about anything. The wind whips around the planet at a rate of 2 kilometers per second, or 7 times the speed of sound. The brave among us might say, so what, it's a little breezy. That perpetual superwind is dangerous enough on its own, but it's what makes the planet blue that's the real danger. While Earth gets its signature blue look from reflected light from its oceans, HD 18 is blue because its atmosphere consists largely of superheated silicate particles. As we learn from Coro 7b, strange particles in the atmosphere can lead to some exotic forms of rain, and HD 18 is a perfect example of just how absurd it can get. Carried around the planet at 2 kilometers per second is a raging vortex of glass shards. When the silicate particles condense and fall towards the surface, the fearsome winds carry the shards of glass with it, creating a perpetual planetary whirlwind of razor blades. Landing on HD 18 is the way to go if you'd like to be instantly shredded to pieces on a very pretty blue planet. As we near the end of our trip, we find our 4th destination, HD 80606b, hereafter referred to as HD 806. This particular exoplanet has a very hard existence. Located about 200 light-years from Earth, HD 806 has the second most eccentric orbit of any planet yet discovered. This gas giant spends most of its 111-day orbit at a distance from its star that would place it between Earth and Venus in our solar system. But over a period of about 6 hours when it's closest to its star, HD 806 experiences a temperature spike from around 500 Celsius all the way up to 1200 degrees Celsius. This extreme spike in temperature essentially causes the atmosphere to ignite, triggering a massive explosion every 111 days. The shockwave generated from this explosion causes massive planet-wide storms and wind speeds reaching 5 kilometers per second, more than twice the speed of the glass storm raging on HD 18. If you were present above the clouds of HD 806 during its 6-hour ignition period, you would see its star filling more and more of the sky, increasing in brightness by almost a factor of 1,000. Then, if you could somehow survive the increasing heat, you'd be subjected to tremendous force and pressure from the shockwave. You'd go out with a bang. No list of terrifying space phenomena would be complete without the ever-popular black hole. Specifically, we're going to visit the supermassive black hole contained within the hyperluminous quasar S50014+81, hereafter referred to as S5. For almost 60 years, scientists thought the black hole contained within the M87 system was the largest in existence, and it is massive, at 6.5 billion times the mass of our Sun, but it's tiny compared to S5. The S5 black hole has a mass of 40 billion times that of our Sun. This behemoth has an external horizon of 236.7 billion kilometers, over 37 times the diameter of Pluto's orbit. Besides being incomprehensibly huge, S5 is also incredibly ancient. It's thought to have formed just 1.6 billion years after the beginning of the universe. Black holes are an incredibly complex aspect of our natural universe, and there is still much speculation about exactly what happens far past their event horizon. So, if a mysterious death by spaghettification inside one of the most ancient and massive destructive forces in the universe sounds like the ideal way to go, the S5 black hole is a must-visit. And that wraps up our little tour of some of the most ridiculous places to die in the universe. Hopefully you found one that fits the bill. And who knows, with the James Webb Telescope nearing launch, there might be even more absurdly terrifying locations just waiting to be found. If you'd like to learn more about any of the places mentioned in this video, check out the links in the description. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, follow Second Thought on your favorite social media, and leave a comment down below with your favorite location from the list, or one that wasn't mentioned. You can watch my other space-related videos by clicking here, or watch all my videos by clicking here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.